Hi guys, I have some Space Hulk terrain in front of me. Well, I hope it represents some Space Hulk terrain. Now the story behind this is, if you've been following the campaign on Marnus Augustus Calgar's channel, we've been doing some Space Hulk battles. Now at the game last week he said, is anyone up for doing a bit of terrain for the board, as I've got a lot on. And to be fair, when it comes to actually putting content on the board for us Red Steel members, he really does go that extra mile. So thought, best do my bit for the table. So this is my contribution. I'm sure other Red Steel members are going to knock out some great stuff for the table as well. But I'm going to go over pretty much what I used and how I went about painting this terrain. Now I've got to say guys, a complete terrain novice. This is my first time, I think, actually trying to come up with some terrain, and it took me quite a while just to figure out what to do. I mean, I didn't actually have a kit for this Space Hulk terrain. I literally raided Marnus's, I can't even call it a bits box. I raided his vast amount of plastic crack to try and come up with some bits and bobs. Let's start with this bit. It's modular as well. I'll pull the bits out as we come to it. This first piece here, now I'm not sure what type of model kit this is from. It might be Pegasus Hobbies. I could be completely wrong. Hopefully Mac in the description below might be able to let me know what this sort of stuff is. And this round part here is from some kind of carton of some kind. It's not even actually part of the miniature world, I don't believe. Again, this is from like a Pegasus type kit, not GW. That's a GW ladder, and then the bits up here, no idea. So this is to represent some kind of, I don't know, dirigible, some gas chamber of some kind. Yep. And this piece here, now this is quite cool actually. This is, oh sorry, I'm going back here. This is, let's push this back to get it in the light. This is off a landing pad, I believe. Now the challenge that I had with this is it was all open at the top and I didn't know what to do with it, but I really thought it looked really cool. So what I did, I put some plastic card on the top there, and these rails that you see was broken down off I think like some long ladder system that was already pre-built that I pulled apart, and I think it fits the bill. And this little thing that I built here, and the sticks you see there are actually it's wooden dowel, like toothpicks actually, that I put these round things on to represent some open and shut valves. And then I've got I use this as like a gate, and I cut a hole underneath, so this is like some kind of like sewage or some kind of waste system that I've designed this to be. And then this next piece here, this is fairly standard. What I want to show you as well is I've tried to be mindful of how it would be for a Space Hulk. So if I can take this Terminator on a 40mm base, 40mm base miniatures will fit through both all four ways, just in case you need it to do that, dude. And then this is a large piece, and I thought I'd put like some kind of central column in the middle. So if there's an objective based game, I think this would be a perfect room to say that you've got to get to this area. It's some kind of crucial engine bay, and we've got some kind of like fuel type canister there. Right, I've already up to 4 minutes. Okay, let's just go over the painting. I'll try and not drag it out too long, but I did have a few messages saying you don't tell us how you go about painting it, so I apologise for that. Right, well, painting, I had a brief of how he wanted it to painted, so I hope I followed that brief fairly well, but we'll see. So initially I actually primed everything in army paint and dragon red. The reason behind that was pure and simple. I had plenty of dragon red left and hardly any white, so it was a no-brainer. Then I used Vallejo Model Air olive drab, So then I went over everything. So basically the primer was just there to act as a nice tooth for the paint to sit down on. Then over the olive drab, I went in with Vallejo Model Air, and it wasn't, take it back, then I went over that with Bestial Brown, which is like a medium brown colour, and then over that I went with Initial Highlights of Hemp, Vallejo Model Air colour Hemp, which is like a beigey browny colour, lighter than Bestial Brown obviously. And then you've got one problem left there. You can finish it there, and it doesn't look too bad. But the problem is when you're airbrushing, especially large areas, you're left with that airbrush look. What do I mean by the airbrush look? Well, you're going to be left with soft edges, feathery edges, and it'll just leads, I don't know, doesn't give off a sense of believability. Not that I've achieved a really realistic look here, but how I went about breaking that up is stippling. And what I did is I got some foam from my army case, dipped it in my palette, and then I started literally sponging it all around. And the first colour I used there was hemp, so I went back in and stippled hemp all around the bits of terrain, and that's all 4 pieces. And then on top of that I went in with Bestial Brown, dotted that all around, and very sparingly blazing orange to represent rust. And I'm hoping the camera's picking up the little orange bits, but it is few and far between. And then after that was done, the edges were still not popping very well. So if I bring this piece of terrain, this might illustrate it better. You'll see that all the rivets are way lighter and all the edges are crisper and pop out. That's because I used a heavy dry brush of hemp again, and you've got to use the right type of brush, otherwise you'll spoil all the detail and all the work you've done in the dry brushing stage. The brush that I use, it's brilliant, I love it, and it's a GW brush. It's the large dry brush. There you go. Does exactly what it says on the tin, and it's a brilliant brush. In fact it's one of my favourite brushes. I think it's £4.50, but it's worth every penny. I think I've had that brush about 2 years, and it's still as good as the day that I bought it. The reason why it's so good is the hairs are hog hair. They're very tough, very thick, and durable, and it's got a flat surface, so it's just the right type of brush for working on this sort of scale when you're dry brushing. So that's pretty much how I went about painting it. But like I say, let me zoom out and show you some of the terrain. Like, say for example, that can go here like so, and then you can chuck the stuff at the back. But sorry guys, do apologise. I've got a feeling that most of these are going to be flung in different areas of the board anyway. But the cool thing is, in standard 40k games, I think it'd make a decent terrain to actually play a normal regular 40k game on. And if you're wondering about these miniatures, I don't know whether it's going to zoom in and focus now, guys, but I'll try. Sort of. They're actually the Space Hulk, very fitting. I know. Space Hulk Terminators, and I love these. They're absolutely beautiful. Arguably, and I would say arguably, they're probably the nicest Terminators out there. And I'm probably going to sell them. I know. It's going to be really sad to see these go, but it's for the greater good. I've got plenty of things that I need to get for this pre-heresy campaign, and I'm hoping to sacrifice these to get some more cool pre-heresy bits. So if anyone's interested, let me know. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 days I'll have a video up just showing each one in detail, really. But for this video, just for Mac, I really hope you like what I've done, bud, and I hope some nice Space Hulk action happens on these bits. So thanks for watching, guys. I know this has been a long video, but I tried to get in a little bit more detail on what I did this time around. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.